Sonia, and welcome to LadySam's page. Today I've got a fantastic interview. You know, the best way I can describe it is Ghana's hidden treasure. I have with me a phenomenal woman, and you know I like to interview women who are doing great things. So I'm not going to say too much because I want the interview to do the talking. So today I want you to help me welcome Sonia Ibrahim. Sonia, how are you?
I am good. Yourself?
I'm well. You look good.
You look beautiful yourself.
Hey. No, you look really good, and it's really good to have you. Now, Sonia, you know, in reading about you, that's why I started off by saying hidden treasure. There's so many things you do. You're a psychologist, you're an actress, of course, a model, not model, model. You are a mother of two. I mean, you do many things.
I'm also an entrepreneur.
Whoa!
Yes, I have a business, a gift shop that I've been running for 6 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What sort of gifts do you sell?
Kids stuff, bachelorette, party stuff, party supplies. Yes. I also do events decor.
And actually, you're an author of a children's book, right?
First children's book.
First children's book.
I've written other books, but it wasn't about kids. So this one was my first children's book.
Ah.
Yes.
No, so then my question is, how do you manage it all? How?
I think I try to find the balance. And for me, one thing I do is I don't put too much pressure on myself. So I always, I have my list, as we all do. We have our list, like I have to get this done, I have to get this done. But I always go through the list and I'm like, okay, what can I do in this moment? So I look for it, and then if I feel like, okay, this is what I want to do, I focus on it. So I don't overwhelm myself with too many things.
Okay, so when you feel like doing it?
Yes, it's more of a feeling thing for me. I have to feel like I want to do something before I do it. Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Yeah. When you look at your life now, is it how you saw it when you were younger?
Not quite. Not quite, but I think it's a little bit there, but it's not exactly how I dreamed that it would be like.
No, but you're doing great things.
Oh yeah, but you know, when you're a kid, you have so many dreams that, okay, you want it to be this way, that way, but no one tells you that when you grow up, life will change things for you, you know? So,
listen,
yeah.
I'm digressing a bit, but you can see I'm really staring at you. You have to, because I'm interviewing you, but you have great skin.
Really? Nah,
yes,
I think you're messing with me now.
I'm not messing with you. So I want to understand, what's your beauty regime?
Honestly, I have nothing. I mean, even with makeup, I tried to do this one today. I'm not really good with makeup, so yeah. Even with my body, I'm very sensitive to my skin, so I use a lot of organic body oils like argan oil or baobab oil mixed with lavender, cinnamon. So that's what I use. Okay. Just organic stuff.
Well, it works for you.
It works for me.
Okay,
yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So Sonia, you spoke about the different things that you do, but key among them, for me anyway, is that you are an actress. Actually, I recently watched a film that you starred in, A Taste of Sin. So I want you just to tell the audience what that film is about. I really enjoyed it, but for those who haven't seen it, can you just give a summary of your role and what that film is about? Okay, so A Taste of Sin is on Netflix at the moment. So if you haven't seen it, please go on Netflix and then watch it. I promise you're going to enjoy it. So my role in A Taste of Sin is Anita. So Anita is she sings in the choir in the church, and she fell in love with somebody in the church, and then it became something. I'm not going to spoil it for you, so you go ahead and watch it. Yeah. So for me, it was an interesting role because that's the first time I've ever done something like that. And talking about acting, I've not always been an actress. So my sister Sonia Ibrahim, she's been the one who has taken on acting full time. I remember her first movie she ever got casted in was Crime to Christ years ago with Majid Michel. I was also supposed to be in that movie. I auditioned with her, but I didn't like the limelight. So I told them that I don't want to act. And Julia has always had the dream to become famous and on screens. I always wanted to be in the background, you understand? So when I got casted, I told them I didn't want to because I was shy. And
I said, okay, she can go ahead. So that's how she got casted alongside Majid Michel, and then it became a very huge movie.
Yes.
You know, my first role ever, my first movie ever was Juliet's first production, The Number One Fan.
Ah, okay,
yes, that was like, I think 2013. Yes, I remember we're on set. I was helping her out with the project work and everything, and she said, this role will fit you. You need to do this for me. I said, no, but I don't want to act. She said, no, it's perfect for you. This is your character and da-da-da. I don't know how she convinced me, but I was able to play the role and I got nominated.
Yes,
exactly. Best actress.
And that was your first
My
film?
first ever. Yes.
So she saw something.
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned your sister, because actually, great girl. It's because of her you're here today.
Yes.
Because she was the one that suggested, oh, why don't you have a discussion with my sister? So here you are. I mean,
yes.
So my question is, do you find that people compare the two of you? You know, because she's somebody who's, let's say, known in all parts of Africa, even across the world. Do you find that people compare the two of you?
I don't think they compare per se. I think it's more like they always relate me to her because they're Ibrahim.
Yes, okay.
So, and when you look at Juliet and I, there's no way you see Juliet, you don't see Sonia. So it's like we're 6 and 7.
Yeah.
We always go together. And even in her book that she wrote, A Toast to Life, I think from the beginning of her book to the end, it was Sonia, you know?
Have a great relationship.
Yes, so I don't think I've ever been compared to her in any way. It's more so we're always linked together. Oh, that's Julia's sister.
Yeah, because you guys look a lot alike.
Yeah.
Well.
I mean, we look alike, but everything is she's bigger down there.
I didn't say that, but it's true. I'm aware.
Yeah.
No, but the thing is, did you guys like go into acting when you were younger? Because you guys are a talented family.
I mean, in school, growing up, we're part of the drama club. Juliet, she even said that in her book. She was always singing, dancing, choreographing, doing everything. I enjoy being in the background, but like I said, we're very close. So whenever she was doing something, she would drag me along, like, let's go and do it. Even the modeling, she dragged me into modeling. Wow. You understand? Yeah, like I don't like the attention. Yeah, I like to be behind. Let me do my thing in the background. But then she's like, no, you can do this, you can do that. And then she's always pushing me. Like this interview, you know, she was like, you know what, someone's going to contact you, my friend, Samantha, she's going to contact you. And then I'm like, okay.
Well, this is so wonderful. And I think it's things that people, I mean, actually, if you look on your platform, you can see there is definitely a strong bond. You can see it. Yeah. And as you've mentioned in terms of the book, for those who haven't. But it is really great to hear how you support each other. Yeah. I think it's a wonderful thing and something that people will learn from. Yeah. And yes, you're biological sisters, but I think this is just how sisters should be anyway.
We've been through so many civil wars, about 3. So I think with all of that, you know, the experiences, our bond just got really strong a long time because we had to be there for each other because we didn't have anyone to be there for us, you know, as we're growing up. And then she being the first and I'm the second, so it's like we had to really look out for our younger ones. So basically the pressure was on us, to be there for each other at the same time be there for our younger siblings. So
I mean, when I listen to that, you know, the past that you have, you guys seem really well grounded as well. Really. Yeah,
it has taken a lot. I mean, we all have traumas in our lives, but we never really let it define us. It was more like I'm her therapist, she's my therapist, so we're there for each other. I mean, we didn't really understand a lot of things growing up, but then over the years with experiences, we had to really sit down with ourselves and then talk about things, you know.
When you mentioned therapist, so is this where the psychology background comes into it?
I think so, but even as a child, I've always been someone that people can confide in, talk to. You see me like as a little girl, people are as old, like way older than me, they come to me to talk, and then I think I'm just easy to talk to.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm just easy to talk to. So and people usually tell me that when they're around me, they find like this warmth and comfort and peace. So I think it was a friend of mine who I was having dinner with, and then he said, "Why don't you just do this? Like go to school for it and then get a certification or a degree or something in it." because you do that.
Because you do it
naturally,
so
yeah.
Just get the documentation.
Exactly, because I started doing it in church too. You know, I was counseling. You know, mostly it was children and women, and then in church I was like, okay, you know what? I think this is a good idea. Why don't I do it? You know, so I went to school. I didn't expect myself to even graduate because it was very hard with kids and all. You know, imagine you go to work and then you come home, the kids, and then you have to go to school. But when I did it, I felt proud of myself. I was like, okay, at least I can give back to, you know, society and the community, and it's been amazing.
No, you sound like you give back to a lot of people when I'm listening to you. So my question is, what do you do in your spare time?
My spare time.
Yeah. What do you do for fun? They want to know.
I think what I do for fun is I enjoy my alone time because I interact with a lot of people. Sometimes I just like my peace and quiet. So even if it's just being at home, you know, sitting with myself or watching a movie or traveling, that helps a lot. I just do that sometimes, maybe go away if I can afford it, or go to the beach. I enjoy the beach. That is one thing. So I usually just take a drive.
Some downtime.
Yes.
And when you go to the beach, you go by yourself as well?
By myself, no kids, nobody. Phones off, and that's it.
I'll even push it and say which beach.
Although there is one I go to, and Kokobite is very quiet.
And there's some sections if you find the right section.
Yes.
So I have a question for you. So what projects do you have coming up? Because you're doing a lot. I don't even know when you get time. I know you go to the beach. Well, do you have any upcoming projects that we should know about?
I have one, and it involves kids, but I'm not going to spill the tea too much because it's still in work in progress.
Okay, so we got to watch this space.
Yes. Okay. I promise you'll be the first to know.
Okay. And you don't know me. I'll really want to follow up with you. Sonia, it's really great, and it has been great catching up with you. Now, I'm going back to the psychology aspect of things. Somebody who seems to be a nurturer, you like to listen, you're there for your family. We're going to be wrapping up this interview, but I want you to end by saying something to encourage the audience, or a motto you live by. Is there something that you can share?
I think for me is more like a day at a time.
Okay.
Try not to rush. I always tell people, I know we have this idea that we have a time limit, because we have all these goals set up in our lives. So we must achieve those goals. But you need to understand that even though we have our own plans, God has a different plan for us sometimes.
I like that.
Yes.
I like that.
So if you have your plan set up, make sure you ask God for direction. That's it.
Sonia, you spoke, that's music to my ears. So a day at a time, and man has many plans, but you need to hear from God to direct you. Me, I'm paraphrasing it. And actually, it's one of my favorite scriptures as well. Many other plans of man, but it's only the plan of God that we stand. Yeah. It's been really great catching up with you, and I hope this is not the last. I hope it's one of many
to come.
That we have. So thank you so much for joining me on my platform.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. So I'm wishing you the best, and we are going to be staying tuned for your upcoming. Thank you very much, Sonia Ibrahim.